Kelowna's two members of Parliament addressed the Chamber of Commerce today, both reiterating the Conservative Party's opposition to the government's use of the Emergencies Act to remove protesters from the streets of Ottawa. And some of the blame for the whole affair was placed at the feet of the Prime Minister.
Let's start off that there are a number of people in this country that have had growing concerns over the past 2 years that feel that governments haven't been listening to them. This ended up where the Prime Minister put in place in an area that, quite honestly, I don't think anyone was complaining was broken. We had truckers that were going across between Canada and the United States for 2 years without largely any problem. And without any scientific review or evidence, they put in place basically a mandate that many truckers took issue with. And as we saw here, right across the country, people resonated with that, whether they were out waving for them, etc., and they ended up in Ottawa. Now, they had asked to be heard. Unfortunately, it didn't seem the government wanted to be heard. In fact, it seemed the Prime Minister wanted to pick a fight and added fuel to the fire. Now, as a Canadian, I want us to always listen to one another. I want us to, if someone is wanting to advocate for a political position through peaceful means, that they be heard.
Well, we were asking right off the bat, what did the government need that they didn't have in place already? And we were asking numerous times, what were the steps that you took to get to this point in order to invoke the most stringent law of the land? What was the first step? What was the second step? What was the third step? What was the fourth step? And we never had any answers. So how can you go to the most extreme measure without having done other actions before then? And we never had any answers from the government. Also, we were asking what needs to be in place that we don't have existing laws for now, whether they're municipal, provincial, or federal, and we never really had any answers on that either. We also have to remember that when the Emergencies Act was invoked, most of the border crossings had already been cleared. And so, what was the need for it? And we had seen many times in history where there was a lot of crises that had happened across Canada that never justified the Emergencies Act. And so, for a number of reasons, we weren't supportive of it.